Before we get started with today's interview, just a quick reminder, click the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and ding the bell so that you don't miss any of the great interviews that we have coming up. Now, on to today's interview. So welcome back, everybody. It is my great pleasure today to speak with composer Tom Gerou. Tom, thank you so much for taking time to join us today.
My pleasure, Sam.
I want to talk about your piece, Songs from the Sky. This is a really cool piece. We have these longer slurs here. Tell us about putting together Songs from the Sky.
When I started this piece, I first worked on the poetry. It's sort of an unusual poem in that it is almost Victorian in its imagery. You know, we're talking about each bird kind of waking up and invited to sing their song as, as dawn is coming up, and we're sort of nightingale, doves and whatnot, wake up and start singing. And it gives me, because I worked on the poem, I was thinking, yes, the structure of the piece, we have these long lyrics, so we're calling the birds in these long phrases. And when we get to the high point of the piece, we're playing hands together, which we weren't. We were playing hands separately. And we reach a louder and a larger crescendo towards that, and that is where the sun peaks up. And then we're in the day. So I end it, almost the coda is fairly long in this very short piece, because it's when the day's awake and we're just rejoicing in all the bird sounds that have happened. This sounds like a very heady sort of thing, and in doing it, I thought, are the kids even going to read the lyrics? Are they going to think about things like this? But they do. When they work on the piece, it does stick in their subconscious, if not their conscious. And I think a poem that leads somewhere, the music's illustrating it, and it's set up and structured to copy that poem, to enforce it, to reinforce it. I think that's very important in the quality of the music. It's a different sound. Oddly enough, when I'm in public, a lot of people go for the birds. That's the one that they're drawn to. They really like that sentiment. I play it. They like the sound of it. So it's what you think might not be as appealing, oftentimes is appealing to many, many people. So I don't edit myself out and saying this isn't going to work. I have to make it work in a different world. And this world is much more kind of sweet and charming.
I love how you've built all of that imagery into this piece. That's really cool. I love those insights too.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anything else you want us to know about Songs from the Sky?
I just think, focusing on the structure of the piece and how it builds is the most important thing. And I think that's something that we teach at the very beginning. Where is the piece going and why and how are we doing it to achieve that? Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here today. My guest is Tom Gerou. His piece is Songs from the Sky. You can find this and many other awesome high-quality publications at his website, tomgeroumusic.com. We'll put a link in the description.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you, Sam.